Hello! Happy spring semester! It sure doesn't feel like spring, does it? So this is the introduction to EDUC 521, which is our Educational Research Methods course. And since we are online this semester, which is not my favorite way to present this information, I thought it would be nice to create a video so that you could actually see my face. I'm also going to be creating some opportunities for you to come by so I can see you and so that we can meet each other. And hopefully you'll take advantage of that and come by and see me. I'm going to be creating 3 different videos. This first one is just going to be an overview of the course, kind of some very basic information that is course specific. Then I'm going to make a second video which talks about the course assignments. I won't get into a terrible amount of detail because we will be talking about it as the semester goes on, but I do want to give you an overview. And the last video I will be making is the class policies. So hopefully that will help them upload a little bit more quickly, and that way if you want to come back and look at any information later on, you'll be able to just find the video instead of having to watch the whole thing all over again. So what I want you to hopefully do as you watch these videos is follow along on the syllabus. I can't say enough how important the syllabus is to my class. You will notice that on Canvas, everything that is on the syllabus aligns exactly to what you see in Canvas. So everything is laid out week by week, and so you'll see it organized the same way it is on the syllabus. If you have questions, if you need clarification, it's in the syllabus, in the syllabus, in the syllabus. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to be kind of looking off into space it's going to look like, but I'm actually looking at my other monitor to keep track of what we're talking about with the syllabus so that I can make sure I'm covering all that information. So if you take a look at the syllabus, you'll notice that I'll have some office hours both at Stafford and in Fredericksburg. I will be primarily in Fredericksburg in the morning, so I'll be there Tuesday and Thursday morning. Office hours on Tuesday are going to be from 9:15 to 10:15, and then Thursdays is 9:15 to 11:15. And then I'll be at the Stafford campus on Tuesday evenings before those evening classes start from 4 to 6. So both of those will be options. The other way that you can see me is by an appointment. So you can contact me, make an appointment, and then we can make an effort to find a time that works for both of us. The other way that you are going to be able to get in touch with me in this course is through our chats, and I'm going to talk about that in a little while when I talk about the class policies. I believe I'll talk about it there. But during the chat sessions, I will be logged into Canvas under chat, which is on the left side, and you will be able to have conversations with me. So at the beginning of every week, I'll let you know when I'm going to be available by chat, and you can log in and talk to me there. So the best way to get in touch with me is through email. The worst way to get in touch with me is through my office phone. If you email me versus Canvas, I can email you back more quickly. If you send me a message through Canvas, I have to log into a computer, which means I have to sit down and go through that process. If you email me, I can access it by phone, and I can reply to you from my phone. I have 3 young children, so sitting down at the computer is sometimes a luxury if you email me in the evenings. Also, if I'm out doing internships or I'm in meetings, it's also easier to just reply by my phone than having to sit down and log in. So send me emails. That's the best way to get in touch with me. My email is on that syllabus. So you will notice that for this particular course, we are going to be looking at techniques with methodology in preparation for you to be doing your own classroom-based research, which is going to be coming. I want to be really clear about something with your research. When you get into your specializations and you start conducting your own research, that will be done with specialization. That will be done with a different person. This class will tie into that, and the information you learn here will help you with your specialization, but the two are not necessarily connected. I will set you up to understand how to read research, to understand how to find literature. I will set you up because I'm going to have you do your city training, which is what you need in order to even conduct research at Mary Washington. I will help you start finding articles that you may be using for specialization. However, the two are not connected, so I just want you to make that distinction that there may be overlap between what we're doing here and what you do for your own research and specialization. However, we are two different entities. So just be clear on the purpose of this particular class. My purpose is to help you understand how to read the research, how to identify the components of research, whether it's qualitative or quantitative or mixed methods, and also how to begin to synthesize research and understand what you're reading and put it together. So I'm looking to teach you how to be a good consumer of the research so that then you can go on and be a good producer of research. The goals of this course include understanding where educational research has come from, and then also understanding the research process, knowing how to utilize the library, as well as understanding both quantitative and qualitative research methods and evaluating both of those methods within the framework of education. So you'll see that we'll be working on both finding the research, reading, understanding, and then taking it and putting it together in a synthesis. And the assignments will also follow along with that particular methodology. The textbooks for this course, there's only one that's required, and it's the Educational Research by Macmillan. Looks like this. In this particular book is, I've been told both that it's an easy read and that it's dense. I can tell you that it is the easier methodology research methods books that are out there in terms of making it kind of user-friendly and making the language more accessible for students. So it's a good book, and we will be using this throughout the semester to understand the different components of what we'll be reading. The other thing that I do have for you to make sure that you have access to is the APA manual. And you want to make sure that you have the 6th edition as opposed to the 5th. If you go onto Amazon, you may be able to find some of the 5th edition at a really good price. And the reason you can find that at such a good price is because there are so many errors. They had to come out with the 6th edition to correct the errors in the 5th edition. So 6th edition, and you can also use OWL at Purdue, which is an online resource, but just know that what you see on OWL at Purdue is not always correct, and they don't have as much information as the actual APA manual. So have access to that. You're going to need it, and a lot of the assignments that you are going to be submitting to me actually have an APA component that is graded. So it's imperative that you understand APA and have a good grasp of the process. Within this course, we're going to be doing a lot of PowerPoints, a lot of print sources where we're actually going to be reading information about research, and we're also going to be doing application activities. So unfortunately, there's not a lot of media out there on research. I will embed it as much as I can and as much as I can find. But this particular course doesn't lend itself wonderfully to an online format, and I know that so many of you needed this course so that you could get started with your specialization, so we're doing it this semester online. But the application activities will tie into what we're going over in class. So that will be one of the methods of learning for you, is to actually take what's being, take the information you're reading about, taking the information I present in the PowerPoint, and then actually using that information to do an activity that demonstrates your knowledge and your ability to understand that component of the research. Outside of that, I think that covers everything, kind of the overview of this course. So take a look at that part of the syllabus, and then you can check out the next part of the videos, which will talk about the specific assignments.